So today has been one of those days, and yeah, I found myself low-key panicking or freaking out or just having a day and remembering kind of the tools that I have. Um, One of them is to reach out to others, and I did a feeble attempt. I had somebody that was messaging me, and then I replied back, just hey, what are you doing? And they didn't respond, so I kind of left it at that, and then I didn't reach out for additional support, which um, I know is just a self-limiting belief and self-sabotage to create the story that no one's there for me when I know that I do in fact have a robust support system that I refuse to lean on during the times that I do need it the most. And so as soon as I finish this video, I'm committed to reaching out and giving someone a call to just support me with kind of shifting out of the mental funk. At the same time, also doing the work to not like collapse into it. Part of me was like, fuck it, I just want to go and smoke a bowl and check out for the day and just start tomorrow off on a fresh foot. But realizing too that that's just going to slow me down. That'll slow me down for tomorrow. That'll impede me from doing the things I need to do tonight. And so instead, taking a look at, where is the issue? What's the focus? What's the panic or the anxiety coming from? It's coming from, my business, and not creating or having the results that I want. And so rather than collapse into it and go into self beat up, the thoughts became, okay, well, what are the problems? How do we solve them? And then it became reaching out to my network for support in a different way. And so taking a look at, who's within my space that can support me. And one of the individuals right now that's supporting me is Will Shea with Stories Co. that he's redoing my logo. And he's done amazing work, and I'm excited to share that with just to start using that and share that with everyone, and the amazing work that he's done and the time, energy, and effort he's put into it to really create something that feels very aligned to my brand and what I'm up to. When I started, I think it's constantly evolving, and so the logo itself too has shifted since the very beginning. And as I was sitting here, kind of just in trying to understand, what are the shifts or pivots I can make? What are the parts that I control? It was realizing, in another area, my copy is outdated now. The initial intention when I launched my website and created everything, it's a lot different than what I'm offering now. But the updates I've made have been kind of quick and dirty. It's been stuff I've been doing on my own. And then realizing too that I don't have like a back end team. So as a solopreneur, I have been doing everything independently, 100% by myself, and realizing now that it's okay for me to reach out for support and get experts in these fields. So rather than, the very first logo I made, I mocked it up myself. I was like, okay, this is not exactly what I want it to be. So then I reached out on a Fiverr, the website Fiverr, and had somebody overseas make one. Then the evolution from that one became my good friend Chris at Branding Out reached out to his VA team and had them come up with several designs, and that became the logo everyone knows and sees today. And then working with Will is my next revision. And so stepping into, hiring and working with experts in their craft and in their field to really support me. And so now looking at elevations within my website and the funnels that I have to generate new clientele. Again, having done everything on my own, it's kind of hodgepodge. It's kind of just slapped together where I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none, which is oftentimes better than a master of one. Yet at the same time, if I can find those masters and have them support me with what I'm up to, I think the results that I'm able to create will be exponentially better. And so rather than fall into the spiral of, oh, I'm doing everything wrong and it's not going the way that I want it to, it's like, okay, well, look at how far I've come. From day one until now, there's been nothing but progress. And so in order to continue to move in that direction, what are the elevations that need to happen? And so sitting with, what are the solutions that I can find? Rather than focusing on the problem, it's like, okay, yeah, this is the problem. And there are solutions that exist. What are they? And I'm sharing this just to be, real and raw and authentic so that the pictures that we paint, especially on social media, are like, everything's gravy, everything's going well. But there are days when that's not the case. And then, the imposter syndrome hits, the self doubt creeps up. All of the things that I support other people with, I still face on a regular basis. And it's what we choose to do with it that makes a difference. Me 5 years ago would have just smoked a bowl, started watching TV, and climbed into bed and just ate snacks. Me today is okay. Let me start doing some research and reaching out to the people that I know are masters of their craft and see what opportunities lie there and how they can support me with what I'm up to. Um, and then also, yeah, using the tools. So, taking a moment to just pause and breathe, taking a moment to realize and recognize what's coming up in me emotionally and where it lives in my physical body. And then pinpointing those things to be like, okay, yeah, this is an emotional reaction to a day where, I had an event that didn't go the way I wanted either. At the same time, I anticipated that, and it was almost something that I wanted off my plate. And so being able to close these doors to give me the bandwidth to work on the things that I really need to and put focus where I'm called to really invest my time, which is in my own business. Um, so again, if I hadn't been using my tools, I would have fallen into a different headspace and wouldn't have come to the realizations I have today, which I believe right here, right now, is a pivotal moment in my business as a whole. The decision I'm making tonight is going to have a ripple effect. So 1 month from now, my business is going to look completely different than it does today. And I'm excited for that. The entire face of my website will most likely get a facelift as I reach out to people in the web development side of things. Um, the entire way that I articulate who I am and what I do will probably shift as well. And again, I'm excited for all of that because it will fall back into alignment for where I am and the growth that I've had since starting on day one. Um, and yeah, it's just, it is a constant reminder of how important this work is. And you got to practice what you preach. So here I am doing that exactly. So just want to share that with everyone. And yeah, food for thought.